Hello Ben, hello Nick. Let's start with our warm-up. So put the band in the middle of your feet. You can lie down on the back and let's place the arms along the body. So let's start as usually we start with the warming up of our hip flexors. Keep your lower back almost flat, feet are in the flexion, so toes pointed up to the ceiling. 20 repetitions. We don't have to do it too slowly, but no rush. You don't have to hold the movement, and let's do 20 times with the head on the floor. Okay, that's the exercise number one. You can stop and do it. Let's put the band below the knees. We're going to do crawling position and upper PP dog, but with the knees of the floor. Spread the fingers, put the hands under the shoulders, and let's count 20 times. Alternately, the first is going knee up. We don't want to do movement with the hips up and down. We don't want to do any special rotations with the rest of your body. So try to be still, shoulders over the wrist. There is no bending of your elbows. Knees up alternately. That's the most important thing, okay? 20 times alternately. Nick, knees are off the floor. Don't forget, please. 20 times, stop and do it. Okay, let's continue with our single leg half bridge, as usually pulling one knee with the both hands. Knee is pulled towards the shoulder, and we're going to do 10 and 10 repetitions. So pushing hips up. Again, we don't have to do it super slowly. We don't have to hold it. Try to keep knee like constantly pulled. Okay, so there is just movement with your hips. Try to place your foot under the knee 10 times one side, then the same you can do other side. So we want to stretch the front side of our working leg. Okay, so foot is under the knee. Doesn't have to be too close to your bum. Okay, full range of movement, always touching the floor with the knee, then pushing hip up. Okay, we want to feel the stretch here. So pull the knee towards the shoulder, and we want to complete 10 repetitions on each side. That's another exercise. Take your time, stop and do it. And let's do another one. Another one, we want to do position of your forearms like this in a triangle, low plank, and our retractions and protractions. It's very well known for us. So knees are fully locked. We don't want to bend them. Posterior pelvic tilt, so squeeze the quads, squeeze the glutes, and there is something like an arching and rounding. No arching lower back. It's arching and collapsing between the shoulder blades, then pushing up, rounding the upper back. Keep looking down under the elbows or forearms. Don't forget to place the forearms to the triangle. Okay, 10 times going down and up. One repetition is movement down and up. Take your time. Stay strong in your midsection. That means keep your knees locked and don't release the glutes and quads. Okay, 10 repetitions. Okay, something easier, downward facing dogs or our roofs, and we're going to do it 10 times. Just check the position of your back. Should be straight. Okay, so keep pushing bum back and tailbone up towards the ceiling, and you want to put the feet on the floor, like an entire flat feet on the floor. 10 times. You don't have to do it super slowly. This video is a little bit faster, okay, but you do everything a bit slower. Okay, now put that band again in the middle of your feet. Keep looking straight forward. Arms are bent in 90 degrees. First, we want to start with the marching, knees up to the hip height. Then you can add doing rotations with your T-spine, but there is no movement with the arms, okay? Keep the arms open in 90 degrees, and we want to do only T-spine rotation. Head doesn't want to be involved. That's important. Set up the timer for 45 seconds. Knees up. There is no movement with your head. Keep your upper back rotating, and 45 seconds. High knees. So legs, they have their own range of movement, and then upper back is doing own thing. 45 seconds, no rotation with the head. Keep the elbows in a shoulders height, and 45 seconds, enjoy. Then let's continue with the 8 repetitions. It's a crescent pose. So posterior tilt, this is our starting position when your back heel is off the floor. Again, this video is a bit faster, so you are not doing everything so fast. Try to do it slower, take your time, no rush. 8 times going down and up. Keep the back heel off the floor. And when you go down, you want to get the arms overhead. Elbows fully extended and keep touching the floor with the back knee. Posterior tilt. And let's do 8 repetitions. You want to feel the stretch on the front side of your front leg. On your back leg, sorry, okay? 8 times, one side. Take your time. And we don't have to do it so quickly, all right? The last one might be hold a little bit, 5 seconds holding the 8th one. Active break, it's 30 seconds kicking yourself to your butt, okay? You see the knees are moved a little bit forward and you are kicking yourself. Use your arms like running arms. So you want to look like a proper runner. Then other side, slope the legs, heel of the floor, feet are in a hip width, and we're going to perform again 8 times crescent poses. Okay, so touching the floor with the back knee, arms, they go up, overhead, elbows fully extended, rib cage down, belly in, and thanks to all these things, you can feel nice stretch on the front side of your left leg or of your back leg. Okay, last one is hold with the back knee of the floor, 5 seconds. Then active break, high knees this time. Arms involved again, high knees, just be careful, don't twist the ankle. Set up the timer and 30 seconds, high knees. Okay, take your time, stop the video and do it, 30 seconds, be strict. Let's continue with our upper back rotations, neck and upper back rotations. Also the shoulders, they do nice internal rotations, and this is also very well known thing. So we don't want to do rotation with the hips too much. You want to push with the hand against the hip. That increase your neck and upper back rotation. You want to do it alternately 8 times, no rush. Chin is looking up over the shoulder, and you can do it slower obviously, and 8 times, nice mobility thing, good for everyone, mainly when you are sitting too much. This is important. Okay, let's continue. In a crawling position, and this exercise is named cat on the hot sand. Knees are off the floor. Imagine you put something on your lower back, like a morning coffee or tea, and you're going to lift the arms diagonally, lift the limbs, okay, together, and we don't want to do any rotations with the hips and movement up and down. Not easy, 45 seconds, so we don't want to do this crazy stuff. We want to be perfectly still and stable. That's the sign of your strength. And lift your limbs alternately for 45 seconds, as fast, as quick as you can. Okay, 45 seconds, set up the timer and do it. All right, let's continue with the half bridge again, but this time we're going to keep our hips pushed up, and this time only your one leg is involved, and we want to do the kicking up and down while your hips are always pushed up, right? Arms along the body, and you're going to count 10 repetitions. So hips fully pushed up, there is no movement with our hips, with your bum. Keep the hips, bum fully pushed up, easy. And 10 times, working leg is extended in the knee and foot in a flexion. So touching the floor with the heel and then kicking over the belly, right? 10, each leg. Okay, so this is our warm-up. Hope you enjoyed and you feel warmed. And let's start with the main part. So we got 3 sets of 4 exercises. We have elevated push-up, we need a bench, and I will show you. So elevated push-up, use your bench and you're going to put the toes, pointed toes on the top of the bench, and we want to do nice push-up. 6 repetitions, touching the floor with the forehead or nose. There is no waving, there is no arching. Keep the upper body connected with the lower body. 6 times. Split squat is the second exercise. Use the bend. You're going to use it like this. Put it on your hands with the thumbs pointed up. Okay, so the bend is in between the fingers and thumbs. 3.5 is a distance. 3.5 length of your foot is a distance of your standing leg, the front leg. Okay, so what do you want? Shoulders away from the ears. All right, elbows are slightly bent. So we're going to count 8 times split squat. You can almost touch the floor with the back knee, but you don't have to. Use the bench, obviously, and keep your arms fully active. So that means you need to keep spreading the bend all the time. It's a very little range of movement, right? Shoulder blades away from the ears, and you want to count 8 repetitions. The same position of your other foot. Short break, and let's do other side, split squat, 8 times. So keep spreading the bends, elbows slightly bent, shoulder blades away from the ears, and let's do nice range of movement, 8 times. This is not easy because you want to keep the band always stretched, and in a stretch position you want to do the little movement. It's like a it's a very little range of movement, right? So it's a second exercise, 8 and 8. Okay, Russian twist, 16 kilo kettlebell. Keep the legs bent, and you're going to touch the floor next to your hips with a 16 kilos kettlebell. So rotations, easy stuff, 10 times. Okay guys, so wood cutting, 16 kilo kettlebell, feet slightly wider than your hips, knees bent, and you're going to do this movement, right? So what we want, there is something like a bicep curl, but it's just very similar. You want to get the kettlebell, it's like a position when we do halos, so you want to get the kettlebell behind your head, you want to fully bend your elbows, it's a triceps extensions kind of, but you are not straightening elbows overhead, so the arms behind are always bent, okay? So just please double, triple check the form, and let's do from 8 to 12 repetitions, 3 sets of this. 4 exercises. Part B, 3 sets of these 6, but it's actually only 4 exercises. I will explain what I mean. So let's start with the first one. Okay, boys, so now we have a single leg deadlift. So what do we need? 2 10 kilos dumbbells, plus minus 1 2 kilos. We're going to do 6 repetitions on each side. This is our starting position. Okay, hold the dumbbells as a suitcase all the time. So perfect neutral spine in a motion, with the leg fully extended here, with the toes pointed down on the back foot, and we want to complete 6 reps. Okay, so we don't want to do any rounding of your spine. You want to keep your abs braced, let your body breathe. Okay, arms fully extended and dumbbells very close to your legs. So again, this is our starting position. My surface is very soft. It's quite challenging to manage the balance. When you lose the balance, don't worry, just complete 6 reps on each side. No rounding when you hear. Your standing leg start bending once you start moving forward or leaning forward, okay? And you want to complete 6 reps. You want to stay straight with the fully extended elbows, triceps engaged, okay? 6 and 6. All right, so now we got the gorilla rows. We have 2 24 kilos kettlebells. Don't worry about the lower back now, because you are going to support your lower back with one arm. I'm pushing against the handle. I want to be pushed up as much as you can. Open the knees, open the ankles, set up the neutral spine, alternately holding 3 seconds. Inhale up, 1, 2, 3, exhale down. Other side, pushing against. 1, 2, 3, release. Keep your entire spine lengthened. So once you start pull, you don't want to round. You want to open. Ability to breathe under the tension, what you have to create is unnecessary. Okay, so inhale up, 1, 2, 3, exhale down. Other side, inhale up, 1, 2, 3, other side. You want to complete 10 repetitions, or let's do 12. Okay, 12 times. Inhale up, 1, 2, 3, down. Inhale up, 1, 2, 3, down. Not easy, but 1, 2, 3. You are already strong enough to do it. The same exercise from the side. So again, neutral spine, create the space, open the knees, inhale up, 1, 2, 3, open your chest, pushing against the handle, 1, 2, 3, lengthening spine, 1, 2, 3, 12 reps. Okay, let's use 2 dumbbells, 10 kilos, half kneeling position. So we want to do biceps curls and overhead press. Okay, so the same exercise I show you from this angle. So biceps curls, you want to finish in a triangle in front of your shoulders. Then you want to press, you want to push your shoulders forward, then elbows forward on the way down first, and then slowly down. You want to complete 5 repetitions. So up, press, elbows forward, then down. Posterior pelvic tilt, okay? So there is no movement. You want to be perfectly stable. Press, slowly down. And we want to do 5 times. 10 kilos plus minus 1, 2 kilo. Okay, 5 times. After 5, let's do one hollow position. Externally rotate legs, arms bent in sharp angle, looking up to the ceiling. Keep your legs rotate, keep the knees locked, engage your quads, glutes, looking up, elbows pull down towards the knees. Keep breathing, your lower back must be flat. 20 seconds, set up the timer. Shallow breathing and keep holding. Okay, 20 seconds hollow position. Then we're gonna change the legs. So other leg is in front, posterior tilt, biceps curls, overhead press. You can keep the toes on your back foot pointed or release, it doesn't matter. Pointed may be better. Okay, under control, 5 times. Other side. After that, you want to do another hollow position, 20 seconds. Legs rotate, looking up to the ceiling. Keep the scapulas pulled away from your ears.